yarn lovers! In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make the Prairie Breeze sun hats. They're super cute, easy to make and crochet up fast, and the best part, they come in sizes from baby to adult. I'm going to be making the adult size today, but you can find the other sizes in the written pattern. So we're going to be using yarn held double throughout the pattern, and I'm starting with a 6mm hook. I'm just going to pop a slip knot on there. And chain 4. And then I'm going to join with a slip stitch to the first chain. Now if you prefer, you can use the magic ring for this. I prefer to use the chain 4 method, work over my tail, and then I can pull that tail to close the ring if it needs it. I find that method is a bit stronger, but again, if you prefer magic ring, you can use that. I'm going to chain 1. This doesn't count as a stitch, and we're going to start working into the ring. And I'm going to put a half double crochet into the ring, working over that tail, and I'm going to put a total of 11 half double crochet into the ring. So I've got my 11 half double crochet. I've worked over my tail, and I can just give that a little tug, and that just closes that tiny little hole that was there. Now I'm going to join with a slip stitch to our first stitch. I'm going to use the reverse slip stitch join throughout this pattern because it gives a much more seamless finish. So to do this, keep your yarn in front, put your hook into the stitch from the back to the front, grab that yarn, pull it through, and then pull it through the loop on your hook. So we're ready to start round 2. I'm going to chain 1. Again, this doesn't count as a stitch. And I'm going to put 2 half double crochet into this first stitch. And then I'm going to go ahead and put 2 half double crochet into each stitch all the way around. So you should have a total of 22 stitches, and again we're going to join with that reverse slip stitch to our first stitch. And we're ready to start round 3. So chain 1. In this first stitch you're going to put 2 half double crochet. In the next stitch, half double crochet, and in the following stitch 2 half double crochet. So we're just going to be increasing into every other stitch, so we're going to repeat this around. So in the next stitch, 1 half double crochet, in the following stitch 2 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet, and then 2 half double crochet. So you go ahead and finish off the round, and I'll meet you back when we're ready to start round 4. So at the end of the round you should have 33 stitches, and again we're joining with a reverse slip stitch to that first stitch. And chain 1 to start round 4. We're going to put 2 half double crochet into that first stitch. And then a half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. And in the following stitch 2 half double crochet. So we're just doing our standard increases. So in the next 2 stitches 1 half double crochet, and in the following stitch 2 half double crochet. And we're just going to repeat this all the way around. So you should end up with a total of 44 half double crochet, and again we're joining with that reverse slip stitch to our first stitch. So we're ready to start round 5. We'll chain 1 to start, and we can start by putting 2 single crochet into this first stitch, and then a single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So that's 1, 2 and 3, and we're going to repeat this around. So in the next stitch, 2 single crochet, and in the next 3 stitches, 1 single crochet. And you're going to repeat this around until you get to the last 3 stitches. So I'm at my last 3 stitches. I'm going to put a single crochet in the next stitch, 2 single crochet in the following stitch, and then 1 single crochet in that last stitch, and then join with a slip stitch to our first stitch. So you should have a total of 56 single crochet on that last round. So we're now ready to start working on the body of the hat, and we're going to start in our Prairie Stitch pattern. So we're going to turn our work and start working from the wrong side, chain 1. We're going to skip this first stitch, which is the slip stitch here, and in the following stitch we're going to put 2 half double crochet. We're going to skip the next stitch, and in the following stitch 2 half double crochet. Skip 1, 2 half double crochet, skip 1, 2 half double crochet, and you're just going to repeat this all the way around. I'm just coming up to the end of the round. We're going to join with a slip stitch to that first stitch, again using that reverse slip stitch join. It's going to make this much more seamless looking. And then chain 1 and turn. So we're going to start with a single crochet in our first stitch. The first stitch is that slip stitch, so make sure you don't have that too tight when you're joining. So single crochet in the first stitch, and we're going to go ahead and put a single crochet in each stitch all the way around. I'm at the end of the round, and again I'm going to join with a slip stitch to our first stitch. And then chain 1 and turn. So the last 2 rows, we're just going to repeat those now until we have a total of 10 rounds for the hat body. So we're not counting the crown rounds, just those last 2 rounds. So you start counting from the half double crochet round, which is the first round of the hat body, and you're going to repeat those 2 rounds until you have a total of 10 rounds. So once you've finished the 10 rounds of the hat body, it should look something like this. Now up until now, for those body rounds, we've been turning after each round, but we're not going to turn now. We're going to carry on working just from the right side now. So the last round you would have done would have been a single crochet round. So we're now ready to start working on the brim. So I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to put 2 single crochet in this first stitch, and then a single crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 single crochet in the following stitch. So we're just going to repeat this all the way around. So it's 1 single crochet, then in the next stitch 2 single crochet, in the next stitch 1 single crochet, and in the next stitch 2 single crochet. So you go ahead and work this first round of increases, and I'll meet you back when we're ready to start the following round. Once you get to the end of the round, we're going to join with a slip stitch to that first stitch. If I can get my hook in there. And then chain one, and we're ready to start the next round. So the next round is simply going to be single crochet in each stitch all the way around, and we're going to do that for a total of 3 rounds. So that's 3 rounds of single crochet in each stitch. So you go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you back when we're ready to do our next increase round. So we're ready to start our next increase round. So we're going to chain 1. We're going to put 2 single crochet into that first stitch. And then we're going to put single crochet in the next 2 stitches. In the following stitch, 2 single crochet. Then a single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So we're just going to repeat this around now. So 2 single crochet in the next stitch. Then single crochet in the next 2 stitches. 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and then a single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So you're just going to repeat this all the way around, and then join with a slip stitch to our first stitch, and then you're going to work a further 4 rounds of just single crochet in each stitch. So you finish off this increase round, then 4 more rounds of single crochet in each stitch. So I've just finished the last round of the hat, and I'm going to join with that reverse slip stitch to the first stitch again, but this time instead of keeping the yarn in front, I'm going to keep the yarn at the back, and I'm just going to take my hook out. It's easier just to turn your work around to do this, and then put my hook in, pick up that loop and pull it through, and this way you'll just fasten off on the inside of the hat and you get a much neater finish. So all that's left to do is to weave in those tails. Now you will get a very light seam at the back, but it's not very noticeable, so you can just keep that at the back of your hat. And if you want to, you can add these cute little labels. These are the ones I added on mine, made with love, and you can just sew those onto your hat. Now I do have these in my Amazon store, so if you want to get the same labels you can get those, and I'll leave a link in the description. So who would you make this hat for? Let me know in the comments. And if you're looking for other patterns in the Prairie Breeze series, then watch this video next. And if you are loving our content, then why not join our mailing list? Click the link at the end of the video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye now.